Hello and welcome to a completely new format here on LeadlapTV on YouTube. We have a new international format. We will not speak any German today, just English. And the first guest we have is a NASCAR Whelen Euro Series driver driving for the 42 racing team in the 42 and the 17 car. It's Francesco Garisto. Welcome.
Hi, Andre. Thank you for your hospitality.
You're welcome. I wanted to say come stai because my Italian is still not perfect.
Very good. Very good.
All right, we have a challenge when we start an interview here on Lead Lab, and it's called the 60 seconds challenge. You know the club challenge in the Euro NASCAR. You know what it's about.
Yeah.
It's about hitting the perfect timing, and that's what it's going to be. You have 60 seconds to tell the fans what is it about in Euro NASCAR and what makes Euro NASCAR so much fun. We're going to have a little bit of a timer, and the driver who's closest to 60 seconds will win the challenge. So I would say
me and you.
You will have 60 seconds to tell me what is it about Euro NASCAR you love so much. What do people need to know about the sport? And what is the passion behind it? 60 seconds, we will count from now.
So Euro NASCAR is a strange type of motorsport because it's pure. And so first of all, I'm in love with the sound. If you hear the sound of a NASCAR, of a Euro NASCAR, you really get afraid of what it gives you because you really feel it inside your body, inside your chest. Then the way you drive it, I mean, it's not a Formula car. So you really have to have skills while you drive it. You don't have paddle shifts, you have 4-pattern gearbox, 8-pattern gearbox, and then when we race each other, it's very close. We're often side by side every race we do, and the fact is, I also like the respect we have between many drivers. Sometimes some arguments may come out because I mean it's a sport, it's racing. We're not there to just to play, but we're there to race. So we might get angry between each other. But what I really love about this sport is respect, and then it's real racing. It's not like some categories nowadays where you just see you see no overtakes, but you only see strategies. So I really think it's pure racing. That's why I love it.
Perfect. We will.
I mean, the 60 seconds.
I don't know yet. My video cutter greets to Steve, who is going to put the timer on it, and you will see it in the final cut. I don't know, right? I have a timing here, but I did not check the timing. So we will see how close you are. Okay, let's start with the 2021 season. You're racing for 42 Racing in a brand new Shadow Racing car body. And we have 4 races in the books, Valencia and Brands Hatch. Just talk us through your season so far.
So in Valencia, we're really competitive this year, and we didn't imagine to be that competitive. We knew we wanted to race to win, but we actually have the possibility to win. We just clinched 1 podium yet, but the fact is the first race, the first weekend in Valencia went so-and-so because so initially we did P4 in quali, which was really good. The fact is something a bit strange happened, which I'm not really happy about it. And that was the fact that on our car, we had to change a piece. And the fact is me and my team worked really hard to put these cars perfect, but you never know. Sometimes you have to change a piece. And so we had to change a piece of our engine before the race started. And the fact is we were not in a rush. So we changed this piece, but you know, every time you change a piece in your car, the team of Team FJ wants to take a look and see if everything is under control and regular. The fact is they did not come immediately, and it took a bit of time to realize we were late to go in the pre-grid. And the fact is I was already with my helmet on inside the car waiting, and they were still there checking the car to see if it was all right. And then when they let me go out, it was too late, and they got the red light out of the pit lane. So I had to start from the pit lane. and I couldn't start from P4. So it was I had the chance to win that race, but I had to start from the pit lane. So I just climbed up from last position to P7 or 8, I think. And it was a nice performance, but it's a bit we could have done more. Then in race 2, we started P4 as we should have done. We were battling for the podium. We were P3, but let's say a strange and bizarre maneuver by another driver compromised my race, and he actually banked me in a corner where he could not pass. And again, I had to another time climb up from last position till again P8 or P9, something similar. So Valencia, in Valencia we had a strong performance, but we did not had good luck. Then in Brands Hatch we also had a good performance, and we actually finished our first race on the podium, and we were super happy, starting from P5 or P6. And that was the prize for our team, because we worked so hard. My team worked so hard during the winter, during the last days to prepare the car. I'm often there at the workshop to see every details on the car, because we really are putting our heart in what we're doing. And so we claimed this podium. The fact is, after more or less 2 or 3 hours after the checker flag, when I was in the hotel relaxing and getting ready for the day after for the race 2, I see a notification on my phone saying I would have gotten a 5 seconds penalty, and to be sincere, I'm still not just not happy about it, but it's a bit strange, because when you get these types of penalties 3 hours after the race, it's strange. It's pretty strange. I mean, why don't you give them to me when I was on track? But still, that's not my work, and I cannot do anything about it. So the fact is, we won the podium on that race. We finished P3, and I'm happy with P3. Then what has been changed are the points championship wise, but we celebrated on the podium. We are happy for it, and no one and nothing can go through us and not let us celebrate what was our deserved podium. So I'm still happy for the podium, and I'm still conscious we ended on the podium and we didn't end with the 5 seconds penalty. And this is it. Then in race 2, we had a bit of problems with the chassis, because we did a bit of changes to try and have a better performance, but that was not the right way to go. So we struggled a bit, and at one point I found myself racing with another driver. That driver tried to overtake me, and we touched ourselves, and he ended out, and I stayed on track. But I've been penalized. So maybe because I was the only one who actually did not spin in that maneuver, but I don't know. And we continued the race, but I had a drive-through penalty. I did my drive-through penalty. I finished my race. Not as I wished to finish it, but something not nice happened after the race, and I think it's right to talk about it, because I think I talked before about respect between drivers, and at that moment I did not receive respect from the other driver, because that driver came to me with a very aggressive mood and tried to hit me. No, he actually did hit me. I had my helmet on, so don't worry, I didn't have any consequences, but we could have gone to the Grand Marshals and talk about it, and do something and make these drivers go on trouble, but I do not want this. I'm not here to get in any fight, so I'm here to race. So I'm not interested in going to I don't know, maybe the Grand Marshals or someone else in the FIA who could take decisions. But I'm not interested in this. I'm just, if you want to do this to me, just do it to me. You're not clever and you're not professional, but I know how you are. That's okay for me. I'm here to race, and I'm here for the respect of other drivers. And as I told you before, what I really like about this sport is the respect, and I'm gonna work hard for it, and I'm gonna seek it wherever I go. So these are my thoughts. Anyhow, talking about the performance, we are really going well this year, but the win did not come yet. So stay tuned for it.
On my point, I am a football referee in Germany, in German football to the 5th league, and I think I have more than 1,000 games on my bucket list. And every time a competitor, a player, is not happy with my decision, I would get €1. I think I would have been a millionaire right now. So I know when you're on the decision side, it's always not so easy to make the right decisions, or everybody's happy. So I know how hard it is to be the guy who's judging, but also to be the guy who is disappointed because of something. Because we're in the sports and it's all about emotions. I'm totally agree with that. You said the win is not there yet we have to say the performance is great. I think you're in 10th position right now in the Euro NASCAR 2 Championship, 38 points behind Tobias Downhauer, who is leading. So it's your second season in Euro NASCAR. Is the goal to be the champion at the end, and how do you want to achieve it? We have now the midway point of the season. Most is going to be the midway point. What has to be changed, or what do you need more of to get that first win and to be a real title contender?
So we are working every day on our performance. I'm often, as I said before, at the workshop to see every details we can analyze on our car. And personally, I'm always training wherever I go. Also, if I'm never at home, I always train physically and mentally in order to get fully prepared for my next race. And as I said before, we have the performance this year. We just have to make it concrete. So we have the chance to battle with other drivers. We just have to keep constant, and I think we are climbing the ladder. So we're getting where we want to be, and this is something I'm really proud of. And as I said, my team is doing a great job. They're a young team. So often young teams are not seen in a good way in some championships because they're the newcomers. So sometimes the one who's new is not seen as good as the one who is old. So but still, we're doing a great job. As you told me before, I am driver of the 42 and the 17 car because we have two cars. And nothing changes if I step from one car to the other, because we're working on both cars the same way. Because that's what the true thing of our team is. We're all the same drivers, should all have the same cars, and still, what we have to do is put our what we can do in action. So we can do this. We just have to be concrete the next race, and I know we can do this. So I'm confident about it.
You told before that you are spending a lot of time in the workshop and being at the team. I can imagine what mechanics are doing. I can imagine what the team is doing. But what are you doing there to let people know who are not familiar with the working flow of a race car driver?
So I cannot put my hands on the car, unfortunately, but I'm interested in what's going on to my car and what changes we should do. I'm not that type of driver who just gets the car and goes. I want to know what I'm driving. I want to know all of the details. I want to know how we're developing a car. Then, as I told you in other times, in other interviews, I'm still pretty young. I just finished school this year. I just did my graduation exams. And next year, I'm going to study motorsport engineering in the UK, which is something that it's pretty practical. So this is because I want to be a full driver in all aspects, not just in driving, but also in understanding my car, understanding what is going well and what is going bad, and what can be developed, and so on. So this is something really important for me and for the team in order to have the best performance on track.
Okay, the last question I have is, we are going to Most in August 28th and 29th. And have you ever been to the track? First question. And the second one is, what do you like about the track and what are the challenges there?
So I actually have never been there. It will be my first time, but I'm training on the simulator. So I know how the turns are, but I never tried it on my skin. But it looks like a really fast track, and it looks like similar to Monza because of the long straights. But then we also have a mixed section of the track, so I'm really looking forward to it. I don't know yet how to describe it. I can talk about it at the end of the weekends, but yeah, I'm surely looking forward to it.
The rest of the season, where we'll see Francesco Garisto in the end of the classification?
Well, I told you, my goal is to finish first. I'm not there to finish second or third or fourth. So hopefully on top.
Perfect. Grazie mille, thank you so much. And
Danke zu dir.
if you like this video, please hit the subscribe button, leave us a comment and a like. And if you have any suggestions how to get better, or you have any ideas what to ask to the drivers in the future, just let us know in the comments. And with that said, I wish you a pleasant day and see you soon.
Thank you. Bye.